The ungodly, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakwadash. And I typed in the word ungodly in the blue letter, and I went through the various precepts, and I picked out a handful of them, and I'm just going to go right into it. First precept is Job 16, verse 11. The Most High hath delivered me to the ungodly and turned me over into the hands of the wicked. So we're still, to this day, under the authority of the hands of the wicked, which are also the ungodly, because they don't believe in the Most High. They believe in the devil. When they say they have churches, they go to church, they call themselves praying to the Most High, they're really praying to their daddy, the devil. So you got to tell them that. Psalms 1 verse 1, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Let me read that again. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. So what if you do walk in the counsel of the ungodly, meaning you got paid off, you're doing the will of this man, you were set up, you are a part of that ungodly union. Comes to mind is General Johanna about 9-10 months ago, when they came out with the vaccine. He said, go ahead and take it. So that's going to come back to bite him in the ass. And anybody that's following this individual is beyond me. I mean, if I was a part of that and I heard him say that, I would leave immediately. But a lot of you guys, people out there, you Israelites that are part of these various camps, you know, the Most High, like I said, the Most High blinded you. Next precept, same chapter, same different verse, fourth verse, Psalms 1 verse 4. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. What does that mean? Ultimately, that means the Most High is going to destroy the ungodly, the wicked, by way of thermonuclear destruction. And what's going to be left of this devil? Chaff. Chaff which the wind driveth away. Psalms 1 verse 5. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment. Yeah, when the judgment comes, you're going to be destroyed. Nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. There's going to be a great separation. The sheep and the goats. I believe that's Matthew 25, verse 32, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not going to go to it. Somebody can put it in the comment section of this video. Psalms 1, verse 6. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly, Esau. And it's talking about Jacob as well, but it's starting with Esau, shall perish, shall be destroyed. Psalm 3 verse 7. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua Bashem, Rakah. Save me, O my power, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies. And ultimately that's going to happen. We're on enemies ground. This is not our land, this is not our world, this is not our kingdom. And as we said before in previous videos, that the Most High power is only dealing with the elect of Israel, not all Israel. It speaks about the Lamb's book of life. Anyone that's not written in the book of life shall be condemned. They shall taste the second death. And that includes Edomites, Israelites, and the other nations. Psalm 3 verse 7, Arise, O Yahweh, save me, O my power, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. What are their teeth? Their weaponry, their sword. The sword that was given to Esau by his father Isaac, which is Yahweh Shai. Psalms 18 verse 4. The sorrows of death compass me, and the floods of ungodly men make me afraid. Psalms 43 verse 1. Judge me, O power, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation. This Esau is the ungodly nation. Oh, deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man. This man is not just. He's the devil. Psalm 73 verse 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. So we're talking about the super rich, the super elite. They are the wicked. They are the ungodly. But it's also referring to any Edomite, whether they know that they're Edomites or not, whether they know they're the wicked or not. First Peter 4 verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Now the ungodly and the sinner represents Esau, but it also represents our people, the ones that are not written in the book of life. 2 Peter 2 verse 5. And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher. And the word preacher, look it up, go to the root of the word. It's a compound word. It means to prophesy. So he prophesied of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So who was the ungodly? Not just Esau. It was all the peoples that were on the earth. Other than the 8, which was Noah, his 4 sons, and the wicked came out of his 3 sons. And the wicked came out of one of his 3 sons. Esau, remember, is a Shemite. 2 Peter 2 verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overflow. And these were Hamites. The people of Sodom and Gomorrah were Hamites, making them an ensample example unto those that after should live ungodly. So Esau lives ungodly. So he thinks he's not going to be destroyed by fire. Second Peter 3 verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire, that's the nuclear fire, against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. That's talking about you Edomites, that's talking about you Jakes, and that's talking about the other nations. Jude 1 verse 4. For there are certain men crept in unawares. It's talking about Israelites that woke up to the fact that they're Israelites and came into this fold and then fell off, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation. This is not talking about Esau right now. For this condemnation, ungodly men, turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness and denying the only Lord power and our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. So when you turn your back on this thing, and you know what that means? You can know that you're an Israelite. You can go to the Passovers like everybody. That's a big thing. The Passover's coming. It's talking about you people that know that you're Israelites, mainly you men, but you don't do the work. You just an Israelite. (15th verse of the same chapter of Jude). To execute judgment upon all and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Now this ungodly right here, ungodly comes up 4 times. It's not talking about Esau. It's talking about you wicked Jakes. It's talking about you that came into this truth and then turn your back on the plow. Last precept, 18th verse, same chapter of Jude. How that they told you there should be mockers in the last time who should walk after their own ungodly lusts. Let me look up this word, mockers.
Strong's G 1703, impictes. Impictes.
A mocker, a scoffer. Second Peter 3 verse 3, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.